Hey, hey, hey. Come on. Come on. I've been fishing again. Ooh. Huh? Yeah. Oh, wow.
いまいちだ。
Big old guy. Oh, that's a face. What a mug. Authoritative angler. Authoritative angler. Hell yeah, that added to my virtue quick and plenty. Gotta be awful patient on there with your river. Heard tell about tales through your river. Midnight. Strange glowing lights. Come on. Raise your rod. Or take a chance on whatever's gonna come by. You know, my dad took me fishing as a kid. And it was an exercise in patience for him, for sure. I was kind of a scatterbrained, impatient little soul. And fishing, he thought would be good for me, and it was, to teach me patience, calm, focus, and relaxation. Um, I'm now fair to middling at most of those things at 44. So, that ain't bad. It only took me 4 decades and some change. Change. What's this gonna be, do you think, huh? What do you know? Rods, big old electric catfish. And your mama's going fishing to quit. Mom and dad are on the internet. Beep beep. I read a lot of Joe Bob Briggs as a kid. Very formative for me as a young man. Iron Joe Bob. The Cosmic Wisdom of Joe Bob Briggs. Recommended to Dan. Reading it gave me an unusual for a kid sort of prejudice against Neil Diamond, but I didn't quite understand the satire, being that Joe Bob only meant to convey that he was jealous of Wanda, his girlfriend's appreciation of Neil Diamond. I just thought he had, like, a hard-on for Neil Diamond for some reason. And that was it. I just thought, well, he don't like him. He don't like him crackling his Rosie. You know, Sweet Caroline. You know, GTFO. But I never got it until much later that he was just jealous. You know, can you imagine? I'm jealous of Neil Diamond, too. Most of the time I'm mistaken for Nick Cave. You can go sea fishing from here. What'll it be? To the fishing banks, to the East Coast. To the East Coast with my pole. That's where I will go. Ah, fish, fish, mother. Ah, fish, fish, mother. Interessante, maybe not that. We go. Conga, 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 conga. 3 shaku, 1 soon. Conga EO. Ed Conger to the front office. Ed Conger, come now. Conga the Conqueror. Oh. He's so dark and mysterious, especially fishing at night. The look in his eyes in the pale moonlight. What a man, Ryoma. Also known Saito Hajime. What do I got here? Ooh, exotic. Thin transmission from the right eye flounder. I mean, this is cute and all, but I think I should really get to one of those Jizo statues, nab up some of my bait, scatter that to the 4 winds out on the East Coast here, hosting fishing in America and Japan. East Coast, West Coast fishing battle. The tournament continues. I was a backyard wrestler in a friends federation known as Afat, all fake all the time, in high school. I was a big dude among other big dudes, but these friends, I guess, they were into wrestling a good bit less ironically, or more. That's more right. That's more like it. That's more like it. No, really. They were really into wrestling in a funny way. Like, it's campy, and of course, it's dumb, silly fun sometimes. A lot of times. Most of the time, I hope, you know. Some of the best wrestling is just, as they'd say, bollocks. But, anyway, I was a backyard wrestler in high school. The name I took on, the persona, the mantle of martial acumen and athletic ability I embodied was Trout Fishing in America, which, to my knowledge, is an obscure folk band. Um, I must have heard at some point, maybe a couple times, on dearly departed, much long lost, lamented 88.1 KDHX St. Louis. Yes, the community access station that is sadly, tragically no more. But I heard Trout Fishing in America maybe a couple times. Couldn't tell you any of their songs. But I thought that's a great name for a wrestler. And they jobbed the shit out of me. They jobbed me to Kingdom Come and beyond. They jobbed me into the dirt. It was pretty funny in retrospect, but I was like, I want to win. I want to win one of these matches. Like, no, Kenny, you get jobbed. You sick fuck. Dumbass. Now what are you, Crimson Kabuki? That's even worse. We're going to treat you like even worse now. So you get to eat shit and die in our wrestling ring, which was a well-made platform in a backyard with some ropes. I mean, simple. Like, you couldn't hang off these ropes, or you couldn't bounce off them. You couldn't do anything too dramatic, and that's probably to my benefit, because I would have liked to have. Just because I was enthusiastic. I was an enthusiastic kid in high school even, but, you know, results vary too. You know. But yeah, I never won one match, and I'll think all the time. Back in a time when the world was young and death was but a dream, like Merlin would have said in John Borman's Excalibur, I was recorded with these friends in high school. Early internet. I mean, if it's not online, did you do it? Did it really happen? The earliest of interwebs, maybe. Not really, not like BBS, like into bod territory, anything of such a scope as that, but, I mean, early enough. What do we think? I'm 99, so quite early. What a dim yet hopeful time and introduction to the vast infinitude of the net. Early days, first days here. Interesting. Gone. Long gone, baby. I really had to get back to the future and get some bait to master these fish with. Sparks fly. Jizo, Joe, Jizo. Use your storage. Get some bait. You got a worm? Alright. What else you got? You got some top grade bait there. Fertilizer, no thank you. You don't want to throw that in the water. Scarecrow carving? Well, I don't quite... What would be embarrassing to use on a daily... What? I don't get it. I just... Okay, I'm not understanding that. That's alright. You're right about that. I'm getting kinda fat. Take it to the bridge. Take it to the East Coast. Bad. Ooh. Oh, what have we here, sir? What? I just push a button. Any button. Do it again. Oh, this is wonderful. Look what we've here. Top grade, top grade, top grade. What is this going to be? This is exotic as heck. An interesting challenge, almost. You think? Isn't it? Oh, what have we got? Thanks a lot. Oh my God. No! Oarfish. Lord. That scarred my optical orifice. Lord have mercy. That was interesting. Come back again, boy. He didn't really know if he was there or not, if he was a real guy. A real guy. This is so big I can barely see the stick hanging off the bobber here. Tell them about it. Oh my girl. Great white. Have you ever heard great white? I haven't. I feel as if I should have. I'm a metalhead after all. So, wouldn't you think at some point I would have heard great white? I mean, I'm thinking of Except Fast as a Shark. There are probably a lot more shark references that I'm not thinking of just now. Probably an obvious one on the tip of my tongue. If I'm not mistaken, there was a band just called Shark. There was a local cover band by the name Shark, and they were pretty fucking good. They played just steady rockers. AC/DC, ZZ Top, just shit to fucking get your body moving in a honky-tonk bar, you know. How many of you are on the dance floor? 2? Well, that's good. Hell yeah, better than none. It's a good time. It's good shit. Shark. I remember the Dixie Chicken. Long ago. Long ago. More memories, more fun. So you could shake a shark at. Oh, what's up with this energy? We're going to go for a little... See if we get something, like, well, is it coming or going? Can't tell with all this pasta on. Well, he just pasta on not too long ago. You know, that's the bitch of it, though. Thread sail, file fish, come thread sail away with me. All these fucking sharks and all this extra shit, I'm gonna catch one of you soon. So, I think this has been interesting casting bait along the East Coast, but I want to also do the same along the river Eugene. where I came from. One more again. Big truck. Coal chamber. It's a good song. I remember big swishy pants. Never wore them personally. But big ups to those who did. Yeah. Because you're obviously Marlin. And it's something I'm not. But, you know. Jinko. Chain wallet. What do you got? Skechers. Alien Underground. Our workshop. Unabomber hoodie. Is that Dragon Ball Z on your shirt? No. I don't really know. It just looked cool. That's what I thought. But you did, and I did. I wore seersucker pants, striped, and shirts from the truck stop because they were kitschy. Kitschy fun, kitschy fun, kitschy fun, fun. And so on. A lot of good shirts, a lot of regrettable shirts. Never related harder to a piece of online comic history as I did to see Roast Beef Kalinakis and his shirts that Ray Smuckles, his friend, pointed out to him when they were going through closets cleaning out his wardrobe. You know, fresh start for roast beef. All right. Kanzanakis? That may be closer to it than when I first saw it. But, like, beef, why do you have this shirt? Look at this. And on the front, it's a black t-shirt that says, I'm the guy who sucks. You flip the back, show the reverse side of the shirt. It says, plus I got depression. But depress has a hyphen. This is important. And S-I-O-N is its own bit on the bottom of depress. And I got depression. And, well, now I'm very depressed. Just think of it. Oh, well, that's a conga reel for you. And, yeah, I had a lot of shirts like that. I had an Old Country Buffet shirt with a B on it. It was about 2 sizes too big. But better too big than too small. I mean, I only recently got over wearing very small shirts. I don't think I'm completely over it. I mean, hell, I'm a big guy, you know. Muffin, whole truck, really. I'm talking, Mrs. Fields, the bakery. Stout, but just a big guy. I don't know, why wear a tiny shirt that says fucking, anything asinine at all that I'd see out there. Thrift stores, anything kitschy. Why are you wearing a powder blue shirt that says Grandpa has a rainbow on it? Why did you dive into a trash can in the middle of the street? Halcyon era, salad days. Thank God they're gone. Long gone. Finito. Too old. Get the dumb out of your way. A long time ago. And with a little luck, you'll be alright. Just be good to people. Golden rule. What can I say about it? That's the best I can. Just do right by people. You know, the best advice, I don't know, I'm loath to give it. I'm not an advice guy. I don't really care. I do care, but Why should I give advice, pontificate from what? But, fishing. No. You, just have to. We'll be right back. No, the best advice I could give is really just kind of a paraphrase of a line in Dirty Work. Why don't you get a horse and a cabin mouse and don't bother anybody? If you can, that's capital advice. Hell, word of advice, shithead. Don't you ever wake up. I'm missing Miss Tatsu because I wanted to rock my $1.99 Beatrix Kiddo impression, or should I say Beatrix Boop impression. Oh, I guess it's no spoiler. The movie's like 20 years old by now, isn't it? Those two movies, which they are sometime soon repurposing into an entire, I believe, 4-hour long theatrical release called The Whole Bloody Affair, which I'll see. I think comes out December 25. It's a cool idea. See the whole Ding Dong orchestra. I really like the kind of like wreath around Marlin. Thank you. Fish, oh help me fish. That's another early memory I have from 88.1 KDHX in St. Louis was some of the DJs. This was during Pledge Drive, and this was like very early in the station's history, I believe. We'd had the station in Missouri and Points Beyond for about 5 years at this point. So, and KDHX was a mainstay of the FM airwaves for 30 years, thereabouts. And two DJs, long since forgotten by me, were going on about the band Fish. I think they had Fish tickets to give away, or not. I don't. Oh, because it was no good. But no, these two kept saying, and this was my introduction to alternative means of methodizing vocal in broadcasting. Because these two just kept going, fish, fish, fish. Like as if just to test the waters, as it were, to see how long they could stay on the air, I suppose, with what they were doing. I don't know the method. I don't really know the motivation there. But I remember it was something I recorded on cassette tape from my radio as it was occurring. As it was occurring on the radio. And the sound of annoyance. It's the sound of annoyance. like Galileo, dropped an orange. I'll never forget these words. I'd never heard anything like this on FM radio. I'd never heard anything like this in presentation, period. Broadcast, anything. You know, LFG. That was invigorating, inspiring, absurd, perfect. You know, those were the good days. You know, you just think about these things when you go fishing. It's a precious unreal. I'm not saying that it's not. You're causing a scene. You're wearing out that note. You sing until it's gone. You sing until it's gone, gone, gone. That note was gone. Never mind me. Cause the fishing's unreal. I kind of think my cool idea to go on an Uji with my bait scattered everywhere. I mean, I could have just stayed on the East Coast and really struck it rich with fish. And now I'm just missing. I'm missing because it was no good. Have you seen this fish? It's missing. Where is he? Fish, fish. You see? Just sounding it out as I did. Kind of gave me a little inspiration for Gimmick. Thanks, Gimmick. Fish, fish. Moose. Fish, fish. Alright, see ya.